around 5-6 people. Somebody started recording. Who recorded? Anyway, so recording, that's okay. So where was I? Yeah, let me ask this question to you. When you hear the word finance, what comes to your mind? So please raise your hand. You take 1 minute time to think about, and then you raise your hand. You need not instantly raise the hand. When somebody says finance, what does it come to your mind? So yeah, Gaurang, please go ahead. Gaurang Kaushik Mohta.
Yes, sir. So when I hear about finance, the thing which comes to my mind is anything regarding money, how money moves in the industry, in the economy.
Money moves in the economy. Then how is it different from public finance?
Sir, I don't know so much in detail about finance, what exactly it is.
Okay, so the word that you use, that is called money as such. That is one significant word we can make. I can take notice of that, and
Yes,
how
sir.
money moves. That's what you feel. That's okay. So money gets circulated actually, whether at the individual level or at an organization level or the economy level or whatever that may be, any unit for that matter, money gets circulated. Money remaining stagnant is not a good sign for anyone as such. Okay, Shahrukh Khan is a famous person in the batch. Please go ahead.
Yes, so when I first heard about the finance word, so I get a feeling that it's always about management or something like creation of money and investments.
Creation of money and investment. Creation of money, let us leave it to Reserve Bank of India. Yeah, but you say investment? Yes, of course, creation of money, not RBI, the economy, etc. We are not going to that detail. So, yes, you said investments. Okay. Okay. So investment, can you name some investment?
So uh, I don't have that much. Uh, I haven't researched that much
Suppose
about
I am
it, so
giving you
I
1 lakh,
don't know.
suppose you get 1 lakh rupees from your grandparents as a gift. What shall you do with that money?
So I need to search means where I can use it effectively. Means should I start my own business, something like that,
No, 1 lakh rupees is
uh,
very less for starting a business.
uh, yeah, yeah, sir. But we can do something like any utensil shop or something like that.
Okay, okay. So you will invest in a business, that can say. Okay, utensils, etc. That's okay. 1 lakh rupees, that was good. Yeah, Aditi, you had raised your hand and now I don't see you. Initially it was there.
Yes, sir. So whenever I think of the word finance, I relate it to investing, borrowing, lending, and maybe saving the money.
Investing, borrowing. Okay, okay. You said borrowing. Then what you said? What else you said?
Sir, lending and saving.
Lending and saving. Means the function of bank, it's typically financial institution, right? Which borrows money from you and me, deposits, which also lends to you and me or industry for that matter. He also invests
Yeah.
on other market, etc. Okay, so it is investment per se, and not only that, get the money from the people who have and give the money to people who don't have. Okay, yeah, Aryan.
Sir, like investment, like you said, if we have 1 lakh rupees, so the basically first people thinks about banks and FDs, like, and for like financing, we can also get into the share markets or bonds and etc.
Okay, share market, bonds, etc. Bonds, etc. Okay, Nikhil.
So whenever I think of the word finance, it like tells my mind that it's something related to transfer of money from one place to another to create more opportunities and ways of creating like more capital and etc. And additional to that, like other aspects like the share markets, the various currencies and commodities etc. Like it comes to my mind.
Okay, all right. Amur Khandelwal. Amur means what?
Yes, sir.
What does it
So
mean?
actually,
Amur is
it's
very unique name, Amur.
yes, sir. Actually, it's the name of. So my mother's name is Ruma, Ruma. So if you reverse that, you get Amur, Amur.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
Yes, sir. So like whenever I hear the word finance, the first thing that comes to my mind is like management of money, which leads to wealth creation. It involves borrowing, lending, and other such activities, investing. In the end, it leads to wealth creation for the economy at a personal level, at a government level.
So wealth creation. So how do you define wealth?
Um, so so money. So I think we can. It's a more qualitative concept as compared to a quantitative concept. Like money can be quantified, but wealth is a more qualitative part, which leads to um, betterment of the standard of living, or maybe like by getting more things, something like that. I can't like it's more of a qualitative thing as compared to money.
Okay. So you cannot measure it.
So we can. There are measures, but
Qualitative things is very difficult to measure. And please keep in mind, all of you, I'm not saying this is some idea, is general idea. If you cannot measure, you cannot manage. And in fact, there are several books on that. Several authors have written. If you cannot measure, you cannot manage. So for managing something, you must have some metric to performance metric, etc. So that is called the performance metrics for the measurement. So even if you are saying you have got wealth, then you must be able to estimate the wealth, can total find out the wealth, etc. also. Okay.
yes, sir.
So that is for any decision, anything that you do. You are join an organization, you are asked for a decision, or you have to do something, and finally your performance has to be evaluated. If it cannot be measured, then it can be managed as such. Okay, Gaurang, you still have something to say? You had posted a message called invest, I think, in your chat box.
Sir, it was about you said that if we get 1 lakh rupees, then what we'll do. So it was an answer to that.
So invest where? Invest is a very generic word.
So
Where
we
shall
can
you invest?
many places like the share market, or we can start a FD in the bank.
Okay,
Or
that's the simplest form of investment, keeping
yes,
in
sir.
FD. And then you have also the option to buy shares in the market. Okay, or invest up, like recently some companies came with public offering, initial public offering, which means for the first time they appealed to public to subscribe to shares that way. IPO, or the very famous company which you and me visit.
Bloomberg.
Burger King.
Burger King.
Burger King, sorry.
Mrs.
And then
Bector.
Mrs. Bector. What is the relationship between Burger King and Mrs. Bector?
Sir, food related company.
So Mrs.
There
Bector,
is a
Mrs. Bector
relationship.
supplies the buns to
There's a
Burger King.
parent company.
Yeah, Mrs. Bector supplies to the buns to these
Burger King.
companies. They are exclusive supply to several companies actually.
So
So
Jubilant Food,
Burger
they are
King.
also supplied to Jubilant Food Works.
Yeah, Jubilant Food Works is for what?
McDonald's.
McDonald's, right?
Domino's. Domino's.
Domino's or McDonald's?
Domino's.
Sir,
Oh,
Domino's.
sorry,
Domino's.
Domino's. Yes, sir. Sorry.
So you are getting the chance to go Domino's or ordering from through here, all of you, most of you, or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So all the complaints or feedback, whatever about hostel food is not there now because you are having of your own food choice, right?
Yes, sir.
But hostel food is always good. It is hygienic. Right. We will not. This is my pet topic when it comes to hostel food, etc. I always give a challenge to the batch, the students, that you prove me in my campus any food joint which has got a better food in terms of hygiene. Then obviously I'll give a reward for that particular person. And nobody came, and I always challenge. Typically, this particular subject I take in every spring semester, and nobody has come to me say that no, sir, you are wrong, and this particular restaurant in the campus is. I say hygienic means from back to from entire thing, even cleaning, yeah, all those facilities, storage, etc., everything together. And nobody has come and challenged me, sir, you are wrong, and this restaurant is better in terms of overall hygienic compared to hostel mess. Anyway, let me not digress the topic. So yes, most of you talked about invest, etc., all those things. And when you say finance, right? How many of Gaurang, you can put your hand off now? It's still there? Correct. Okay. So when you let me go to the coverage of this particular subject. Okay, today you will have like general discussion like this only, and maybe I'll talk about one or two techniques of concept, something like that. Okay, and what I'll do, also please keep remember, I'll put a small question in terms of Google form. In fact, I can do in MS Team itself also. So please answer that before you come to the class tomorrow. So there will be a question, one single question will be there. And from that question, we'll have a lot of discussion in tomorrow's class. Several discussions we'll have. Okay. So let me go to that screen. Let me open it, this syllabus, etc. So you can see the screen. Yeah, all of you have, some of you have already opened that also. I'm opening from the Google Drive only. So we'll talk about introduction about the subject. In fact, this introduction will continue. And the number of sessions, it says mention here, date and I am not mentioned. I am not updated. I just object. Then we look at something called objective of financial management. Then types of business organizations, then accounting concepts. This particular subject, it has got two distinct parts. One is the financial reporting person, who is called accounting. Another is called financial management. So typically 45% or 50% will be going devoted for financial reporting, analysis of the financial reports, etc. And then rest of the session will be devoted towards financial management. Although the name is financial management, but unless you know about the financial statements, okay, so it will not be difficult for you to appreciate the concept of finance. That is my take. So let's you go to preparation of financial statements, which is called accounting cycle, which will go devote considerable time. Then you look at how to analyze a financial statement if it's given, and time value of money, valuation of securities. Suppose you have got some shares, bond, debenture, how do you value it? Okay, so these are let me. Okay, then we have something called related to cost of capital. That means if you are taking some money from somebody, how much they expect you to earn, that's what. Then we'll talk about risk, return and portfolio, where you are investment, so there's a portfolio management. Then what is the risk in the individual asset or portfolio of assets, what the return, how the relationship is there between risk and return, etc. Then we'll talk about capital budgeting there, which is nothing but your financial investment decision. When suppose you are taking a new project, putting a plant, something like that, should you expand or not? So that's we'll talk about. Where you must have heard about something called NPV IRR. Anybody who has participated in the business plan competition, so must have done this. Anyone who is familiar with some concept of net present value, internal rate of return, NPV IRR? Yes, anyone? Please tell me, let me know.
Yes, sir.
So that is what we will talk about in this particular unit. Then we will go for something called the management of day-to-day assets, current assets, which comprise like inventory, receivables, etc. Okay, that's called working capital or current assets management. Then we'll talk on a puzzle, a financing decision, capital structure. Business typically have two sources of finance. One is owner's money, another is lender's money. They borrow and they get it from equity, owner's money as such. Okay, so that's what. Then we'll have another thing called dividend share buyback, where we talk about the suppose company makes profit, so they will like reward to the shareholders in terms of regularly some paying dividend. And another thing is that yes, if the company may buy back these shares from the shareholders, we'll talk about that in next. Then we'll also have a small topic related to introduction to derivatives, like these futures options, only introduction as such. Okay, and there are certain other things which I'll alert you that you can go for self-reading. Right? Anything, any specific question at this point of time anyone has? Okay. Now, we go to the next thing. Suppose you are talking about that, yes, we like to invest somewhere, right? So if it's a bank FD, how do you decide about it?
Interest rate.
Yeah, Akshit, you are saying something?
Based upon interest rate.
Interest rate. Anything else?
So the type
If
of
there
bank,
is
like, so the
Type
time
of?
period for investment.
Okay, so anyway, you have a time horizon. Let's say I have some money which I can keep in some investment for let's say 2 years. So money that is there. So you will go for that particular deposit which gives you more interest, correct? That will be the criteria. The expected return, that is your interest, is going to be higher. You will go for that. Anything else?
the
Amount of
credibility
risk
of
involved.
bank in repayment.
Credibility of the bank. Correct. Very good point. Who said Chaitanya? It is Chaitanya Trambadia.
Yes.
Okay, so good. Yeah, credibility to the bank. You score a brownie for today's class. Yes, credibility in the terms that yes, the bank might have promised that they will be giving an interest of X percentage, but are they going to honor it? Anybody for that matter. So that is something one has to keep in mind. Yes, more or less the public sector banks obviously don't have the bother about that because it is a government backed one. Some of the banks like small banks, cooperative banks, they may have certain problems. Usually the scheduled commercial banks, they honor the deposit interest rates. That's okay. So one thing must be keeping in mind, whatever, and this particular point that yes, one is that I'll get certain return, X% interest. Yes, that is okay with me. I go for that. Second is that I'm assured that I'm going to get that. If there is an uncertainty about it, then I may not go for it. That is something. So where the uncertainty is called risk, the risk is that I will not get it. Although mathematically risk is like a standard deviation which can be swing from left side to right side, from mean plus minus deviation could be there. But from a day-to-day point of, from a layman's point of view, risk is actually the chance that we will not get the return that we expect. You get a return more than what is the risk there. There is no risk as such. That is a gain for you as such. But risk from a behavioral, from investor point of view, is that risk is that I will not get that particular return as such. Okay. So anyway, if it's a bank fixed deposit, you are more or less certain, you are more or less assured, right? And how do I say that this 10%, suppose the bank offers 9% interest for a 2-year deposit. You will get every year 9%, or maybe it gets compounded. So you will get some 18% plus, because how much you will get at the end of 2 years? How much interest you will get on 100 rupees? If 9% interest is per annum. Anyone? 100 rupees. How much interest will be there at the end of second year? Yeah.
Sir, if it is a simple interest, then it would be
No, there
18
is no
rupees for 2 years.
if, but don't
Yeah,
ask
but
me.
if it is,
give the answer.
if it is
No,
compounded, then
give the answer.
okay,
So
118.81.
18.81. 118.
Unless and otherwise, unless and otherwise mentioned, interest will be compounded. If they are going to give you the interest every year periodically, then compounding is not there. You get 100 rupees, 9% means you get 9 rupees at the end of first year. You do whatever with that. Second year also you'll get only 9 rupees. But if it's nothing like this mentions, okay, it's called simple interest. So in that case, we'll say if they are going to give the interest at the end of second year, obviously it is compounding. Otherwise, you will take the money and do whatever you feel like. Why shall you keep with them? You are not going to interest on interest, right? So 9%, and how do you say you are happy with 9%? How do you decide about that?
Sir, based on the inflation rate.
Yeah, if you keep with yourself, it will lose the value. So that's why inflation rate. Another thing that which we'll discuss in the cost of capital anyway, which is what else can I do with this money? So that is called my opportunity cost. What is the next best alternative that I have? If the next best alternative can give me more than 9%, I'll go for that only, not this one as. That means if I'm going for 9% interest means, that means the next best alternative is going to give me either 9% or less than that. That is the very simple decision making as. Then coming to the other options that you have shares, etc., you have. So how are you certain that you will get some interest? Are you certain about it?
So with shares?
Yes.
With shares, no, we can't say for sure. If like with stocks.
Okay. So by the way, share is nothing but the share in the ownership of a particular company. So what happens? Company has certain ownership. In the ownership, one share means you have one share. If you have the total 100 shares are there in this company, you have about 1% ownership as such. More number of shares, you are the more you are, more voting right, more power you have, more decision making power that you have. That's the concept of actually a share. Share is nothing but part of ownership of the company as such. And share is okay. So share is called share capital. We also say capital, equity, share capital, etc. All those things. When the company issues these shares, company will never promise that you will be getting X percentage return at the end of a particular year. No. If it is promised, that is not a share. Please keep that in mind. Second thing is that there is another thing which is not promised, that when you will get back your principal, that is not promised. If any investment which has these two features, even if one or both the features, that is called how much you will get at the end periodically, and when you will going to get back your principal amount. In that case, that particular instrument is not a share. So please keep that. This is like tattoo. So shares do not promise you that we will give you, company will not promise you that you will get periodically this much return. Share will not promise you that you are going to get this much back at a particular point of time. That means if you look at from the investment features point of view, share is a 0% perpetual investment. Okay, 0% return, perpetual investment. That is the typical feature of a share as such. Then question arises, if there is 0% perpetual then why should I invest there? But yes, company may do well. There may be demand for the particular because the company doing well. So demand for the share could be there. So the market, the share price of the company may go up. So that difference that you have invested for X rupees, after a certain point of time that becomes Y rupees and Y is more than X, that is your gain if you sell this share. Or you feel happy about that, yes, whatever money I invested that has grown to Y rupees, it was X rupees and some 10%, 5%, all those. These are, but that is a notional gain and notional loss. It is not an actual gain. Actual gain will be there when you actually sell this share. Okay. Now another thing is that if the company may think of sharing some profit they have earned on the owner's money. Owner's money means you are investing in shares of the company. So when but it is optional, it is not compulsory. The shareholders may jointly decide that yes, out of this much profit earned in this particular period, we may declare certain amount, give the money back to the investor, that shareholder, that is called dividend. So the dividend is declared with the consent of the shareholders, but it is not compulsory. A dividend, there is no assurance that you will be getting dividend every year. There is no assurance about that also. Okay. So that is called another gain. As an investor, you gain. So as an investor in equity share, in a share, you may get a periodical return called dividend. You can also expect a change in the market price. Change in the market price can be favorable or can be unfavorable to you. If the share price goes down, it is unfavorable. If share price goes up, it becomes favorable as such. So that difference, assuming there is a going up, it's called a capital gain, and periodic return is called dividend. So in the expectation of these two things, people invest in the shares as such. But your expectation can always go wrong. Now the point is that how do I know the company will be doing well in future? Because please keep in mind, investment is always keeping future in mind. It's nothing to do with the past. Past is just a reference. I am investing somewhere, keeping future in mind. But how do I know, yes, this company is doing well, going to do well, etc., etc.? How does one know that?
Like on the basis of their financial reporting.
So by seeing the balance sheet, we can, or their future perspectives that they are planning, and also the reputation of the company.
Okay. So if I go back to your first semester, all of you, right? The first semester results, how curious people, who are very curious about that? And second thing, whether you felt happy about it or not, how do you judge that? Abhinav Japes, you are happy about it? First semester result? Your first semester of your IIT Kharagpur program.
Sorry, sir.
When the first semester results were out, you are happy
Yes,
or
sir.
not?
Yes, sir.
You are happy. And who else was happy? No one else? Only you are happy to know the results, or someone else also? What about your parents? What do they feel? They are not happy, they are not curious. First of all, were they curious or not?
Yes, sir, they're curious.
They are curious. Okay? Because they have sent the child to, or kid, or what else, not child and kid, okay, to the very good campus. They have, okay, this person has cleared the JEE advanced, etc., all those things. So they will also like to know how he or she is doing as such. It's absolute curiosity there, right? Right? Rohit, you want to say something? Rohit Deshpande? You want to say that you are happy with the results?
Yes, sir, I was happy with my results.
Okay, right. Who else were happy about the results? Who else, Rohit? I can see several people raising their hand, saying that they are happy with the first semester results. Okay, good. Yeah, Trisha, who else you are happy with to see your results? Who are Trisha Chakravarti? Go ahead,
Yes.
please say.
No, sir, that is what I was saying because it was better than when something is better than expectations, we are happy.
Okay, so you had a benchmark?
So yes, sir, maybe.
Okay. So by the way, what is the benchmark for your result? First semester result, first semester. What is the benchmark? What is the comparison? Where is the comparison? Benchmark means you have to compare, right?
Yes, sir.
What is that? Tell me. What
Sir,
was the
maybe,
benchmark?
sir, 9
Or
probably.
9. Okay, 9, more than 9 or more, because it also leads to more that then you leads to change the branch, etc. All those things are also there, right? For some people who like to change the branch, they might not have got their preferred branch, so there is a provision also. So if you have got 9, but likely there is a chance now you can change, correct? Is it correct? Am I right? Okay, but I feel you are missing the point. The first benchmark is your roommate. And I think all of you had shared room in first semester. Or you had
Yes,
single
sir.
room in the first semester itself.
No, sir. Shared rooms.
All of you, no? I think all of you, irrespective of gender, correct? Am I right? So I feel the
Yes,
first
sir.
benchmark is your roommate, right? But because when your parents came and then adjust, they found that who is your roommate. Even if you tell your parents that, hey, I have got this much, the first thing they would have asked, what happened to your friend? How much he or she has got, right? Or not? Tell me. Most likely, correct? Anyway, that is a lighter way that yes, you have a benchmark. Yes, somebody says 9, somebody says 8, whatever that may be. Or somebody says the class average, I am better than the class average, or whatever that be. Okay. Or you say, okay, my friend has got this much and I have got this much. So that way you say either you are better or you are not better than the friend also. So you have, my point was that you look forward to a particular grade sheet, a particular statement. Okay, it has got some say 5, 6 subjects, you have the grade, all those things, and you find where you have done. So similarly, from the business point of view, people will like to know how this business is doing as such. And they have to present in a particular format, some grade sheet, some grade, so that people can actually compare, find out. One thing they can do is that yes, if suppose some results are announced in terms certain, we'll talk about that in the tomorrow's class. I'll show certain sample statements, etc. And yes, one thing that you compare with the previous performance. Another thing is that you compare with your CGPA also. Once first semester GPA, then second semester like that. You keep on comparing your overall CGPA with the previous CGPA, right? Similarly, you compare your performance in the particular period, could be year or quarter or something like that, with the previous year or previous quarter for that matter. Another thing that you compare is that yes, you compare with your peer group, some other companies, etc. Okay, so the two things you compare with yourself in the past one. Another thing you compare with the other business. Now the point is that who wants to know about your business? Like in your case, your friend, your relatives, your cousin, your brother, your sister, your parents, these are the people who are curious to know about your performance. So from the business point of view, who is curious to know about you? Who is
The
curious to know about
shareholders of
business?
the company.
Investors.
Abhishek, you have raised your hand. You have something to ask. Abhishek Kumar. Abhishek Kumar, you there?
Yes, sir.
You have raised your hand.
No, sir. Actually, I raised when you were asking about first sem results.
Okay, so please put it down now because it shows that you still have some point, something. Okay. One is objective is short, so please put your hand down. All of you, please note it. Okay. Right. Yeah. Who? Please answer now. Someone can raise. Yeah. Nikhil?
Yes, sir. So the person who would be interested in terms of a like organization's financial performance would be someone a prospective shareholder or like a institutional investor sort of some person or like a shareholder, a present shareholder. That would be the interested people party in that.
Okay. So present shareholders also potential shareholder, you can say.
But also rival companies will be also interested.
Rival companies. Okay. Anyone else?
So customers.
Sir, all the
Can you see a notepad in my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
You
sir.
can see
Yes,
the
sir.
notepad? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. So you are saying competitors, and you are saying investors or shareholders, both existing as well as potential. Okay. Right.
Also, sir, people to which we owe, like we have a liability on them. Means we have to pay them some money.
So lenders.
Lenders.
Okay. Lenders or banks.
And banks from which we have taken loan.
suppliers of
For
raw
that matter, you can
material.
say. Yeah. Suppliers.
Customers.
Suppliers. Customers. They also like to know about you. Acha.
Business partners.
Who is saying customer, by the way?
Sami. Gaurang.
Gaurav, which soap you use?
Yes, sir.
You use soap or not, first of all? Which soap you use? Bath soap?
Sir, Patanjali.
Very good. So Patanjali का statement देखा?
Sir, no, sir.
तो क्यों बोल सकते customer will like to know the company statement?
Yes, sir.
Tell me. So how do you say
Sir, means
customers will like?
they would like to know about the company whether it is good or not. The products are good or not.
Products are good. I'm talking to financial statement. Finance, the scorecard. Whether they are making profit or not, what they can do, they have good assets or not, all those things I'm talking about. How much sales they made last year, this quarter, all those things.
Sir, internally, policymakers will also be interested.
I'm talking customers. Why suppliers like to know? Yes, but anyway, suppliers like to know because they have a business. So they like a business with a healthy business actually. If the customer is not staying healthy, they'll have problem because they know these people are taking items from them, supplies. If they don't do well, so I'll have problem. I have to look for some other customer as well. Similarly, customer, you and me will not like to know, but the business to business customer like that, you have got a Maruti Udyog Limited, which is a customer of the supplies, maybe the parts and equipments, etc. for that matter. So they will like to ensure that the supplier is also doing well. So as a customer called Maruti, they would like to know that, ensure that, or they have to assure themselves that yes, this supplier is doing well. Because if there is a bottleneck in the supply, their product will have problem as such. So that way, the business to business customers will like to know. You and me may not like to know about Patanjali, HUL, P&G, etc. We just, because our stake is that some 100 rupees, 200 rupees total purchase in a particular month for that matter. So not a very big investment, a very big stake from that point of view as such. Okay. Yeah.
Sir.
Somebody was saying internal management.
Internal policymakers, yes.
You can say internal management or management, you can say. Right? We can say management. Management means internal. So they like to know how this company is doing. Anyone else?
So in case of like this company wants to move for a merger and acquisition sort of process, then they would like to see, I guess.
That is also an investor in that way.
Yes, sir.
Because you like to invest in new business or you acquire a business, it is an investor only. So it can be broadly categorized as an investor. Yeah. Anyone else?
Sir,
the
government
suppose we are a customer.
regulation purposes.
Pardon? A government. Okay.
For regulation purposes, to like cross check the balance sheets.
Government including regulating agencies. Okay, like you have SEBI, RBI, IRDA,
Yes,
depending on sector, sector regulator as well as overall regulator is there. Right. Capital market regulator like SEBI, money market regulator like RBI, insurance regulator like IRDA, and similarly you have other regulator also. TRAI is there for telecom sector like that. Then government also like to know for the tax purposes, etc., which includes tax here, both direct as well as indirect taxes purposes. Okay. Anyone else?
Sir, suppose that we are a customer to a company and the company is suffering through a huge loss. Sir, then if we see through the newspapers and TV channels that the company is suffering through loss, so we stop purchasing the products of that company.
We talked about that, customers we talked about, but anyway, as a B2B customer, if you come to know about the company doing bad from the newspaper, that means there is something wrong with your, that we are not alert. Please keep that in mind. You should be knowing about the problem much before it is reported in the newspaper. Otherwise, there is something wrong with your management. Are you getting my point? Anyway, so the customer will always like to know also. Nikhil Kumar, you have raised your hand.
Sir, I have a question. Like, would the credit like rating agencies in general would be interested, like, to?
Obviously, what is rating agency job? Please tell me first.
So, like, they see like how much how much they obligate to their to adhere to their obligations, like in terms of lending and borrowing or something like that.
No, rating agency. What the job of rating agency?
Like to grade them on the basis of like how much they adhere to their promises of like obligations of payment and all, I guess.
Okay. Anyway, to make it simpler for the benefit of rest of the class, rating agencies actually typically rate the debt instruments. When the company will like to borrow from the market, general open market for that matter, like issuing a bonds or debenture, it has to be rated by a rating agency. Rating agency look at that, yes, the company is borrowing for certain purpose, but whether it's going to be remain healthy, how likely. So they give some rating as well, so like AAA, AAA plus, AA minus, like the so many ratings are there as such. Okay. So yes, and if they want to know about the company, they will must know the company's grade sheet. Okay, they must see that. And there the company's financial statement will be one of the information source, not the ultimate information source. They look at industry, economy, management, or so many things they do decide, and then they rate actually the particular instrument. Okay, but good point in your rating agency. So these are other things there. These are called the stakeholders of the business. These are known as stakeholder of the business. Stakeholder is nothing but only owners as well. Abhyukt, you have some question. You have raised your hand. Abhyukt.
Yes, sir. Would stock analysts also be included in?
Obviously, no doubt. Analysts, brokers.
Sir, employees.
Who is placed by now? Please raise your hand. Potential employee. Raise your hand. Anyone who is placed in this just where are you placed? If you can disclose that.
Barclays.
Huh?
Barclays.
Oh, have you looked at Barclays financial statement by now or not?
No, sir.
Gone. Yeah, anyone else? Please raise your hand. Only one of the out of 110 who are 119 who are attending this class, only one is placed. Man, there are several final students in this class, I think. Yeah, others. Others, tell me, where are you placed?
Sir, SocGen.
Huh?
SocGen. सोसाइटी
जनरल सोसाइटी जनरल बोलो सॉसजेन बोलते हो क्या? मुझे मुझे लगे कि चिली सॉस भी है, ये कुछ जेन सॉस कुछ है लग रहा है, चिली सॉस टमाटर सॉस अरे इट्स गेटिंग रिकॉर्डेड बाय द वे. Who is recording it? Actually, who started recording? I don't know how to stop it also. See, I am not for recording, because I'll be doing like this in the class. So it gets recorded and somebody will play and say what this instructor is doing in IIT Kharagpur. Sauce. सोसजेन को सॉस बना दिया. सोसाइटी जनरल, very good. Okay, you are going to place in India or abroad?
Sir, here itself, Bangalore.
Bangalore. Okay, so did you look at their financial statement or not by now?
Sir, I had looked at last year's financial statement. They had done really bad, but this year they had done good.
But
So I
anyway,
didn't look up.
now that you are joining, they'll do good. Don't worry. Okay. Right. So we have discussed today, general discussion we have done. What is finance that comes to your mind? We have also discussed a major point that we discussed in the class today is that who are the stakeholders of a business success? Okay, so like from competitor to employee, whatever listed here, they are the major stakeholders of the business. Stakeholder means that they will be happy in the well-being of the business success. So with this, I conclude the class. Tomorrow we are meeting at 8 a.m. But please note that 8 a.m. there will be a small question to be answered by you. Okay, so take care. Bye bye. See you.
Thank you, sir.
Right.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
please leave. No thanks required. Please leave quietly.